Guys, Ritesh here, and in this video, we will be seeing some conditions or some situations that may arise while doing real world projects or while solving real world problems. So, we will start with the problem that is generally faced in most of the cases, and this problem is imbalanced dataset. Imbalanced dataset. I will be considering classification problem for now, because in these particular cases only we will have imbalanced dataset or balanced dataset. So suppose we are doing a classification problem, and this is binary for now. Suppose this is binary classification. So what may happen is, in our training set, we may have, suppose, 90% of the points, or 90% of the points belonging to class 1, and only 10% of the points are belonging to class 2. Now, what is the impact that this particular thing will have on our model is, our model may get biased towards this class 1, and it may happen that given any query or during runtime, our model will say this particular thing belongs to class 1. This particular thing belongs to class 1. Now what will happen is, our model has become biased to this, and our model has become a dumb model, because for every particular query this is saying class 1, or for suppose most of the point this is saying class 1. So in order to counter this particular thing, what we can do is, we can do oversampling or we can do undersampling. So what is oversampling and undersampling? Let me just show you what is over and undersampling. See, now suppose this is our whole training set, and these particular points belong to class 1, and these belongs to class 2. This is 90% and this is 10%. So what we will do is, we will see what is oversampling. Hmm. Oversampling. What we will do, we will increase this 10%. So suppose um, uh, we can make three or four duplicate copies of this particular 10% data, so that this ratio becomes, suppose, 60-40. Suppose 60%, 40%. We have increased the minority class by duplicating it in such a manner that now the ratio is 60 to 40. Now this is good. This is oversampling. What is the advantage of this is, the advantage is we are not losing any data. We are not losing any data that we have. But the downside is, we are duplicating. We have so much of duplicates in our data now. So this is the disadvantage of oversampling. Now the other method is undersampling. What happens in undersampling? In undersampling, we will remove the data from class 1 to such an extent that we have some equal amount of data now. Suppose 60-40. Now suppose 60-40. So this is good that we have we now the what is the advantage? Advantage is we don't have duplicates. We don't have duplicates. Now what is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is, we have lost data. We have lost a lot of data. And in machine learning, data is equivalent to gold, because having proper amount of data is very difficult in machine learning field. So these are the advantage and disadvantage. Now we will see what is the third way to counter this, and I think that is the best way. Now the third way is, we will have class weights. We will have class weights. Suppose in the particular case only, we had 10% of the data belonging to class 2, and we had 90% of the data belonging to class 1. Now what we will do is, we will give class weights to these particular data points, and suppose we have some method of vectorizing these data points, and we vectorized and we got a vector. Now suppose at runtime, or at training time, not runtime, sorry for the usage of wrong word, at training time, if the data point is belonging to class 2, we will give this particular, we will increase the values, or we will give 9 times more weightage to this particular point compared to this one, so we will have some formulation in which we will give a normal weightage, a weightage of 1 to the points belonging to class 1, and we will give a weightage of 9 times more compared to this particular class when our data point is belonging to class 2. So in this manner what we will have is, or we can, so this is not specific that we will give 9 times, we may give 5 times, we may give 4 times, but the weight given to minority classes will be multiple times more than the majority class. So in order to compensate, and so that our model may not get biased towards the majority class. So this is the best way where we are not having duplicates and we don't lose our data. So this is how we will counter imbalance dataset problem while doing our real world classification problems. So this is specifically for classification problems, and this is not only bound for binary classification. We can do this for multi-class classifications also. Suppose we have a problem where we want to classify our data, the given data, into 10 classes. So this will work for 10 classes also, this will work for 2 classes also. So I think I have made my point very clear till this point. So I will see you, and thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.